This episode is supported by Insta360, Liat, and Cameras. Previously on Footpeg Diaries, we crossed the creek, climbed a square rock, fixed chains, discovered new tracks in the forest, and appreciated the spectacular views on the crest of Eswatini Mountains. It's our last day in Eswatini, and today we head back to South Africa through lovely plantation service roads. That is Eswatini done and dusted. We're leaving the lodge this morning. A little bit of a quickly fill up in Pig's Peak, and then we're heading through a little bit of a side road to the border post through the plantations in the mountains, and then we're back in the RSA, the R of SA. We're in the SA, or the R, not quite sure, but then we're back home. The track for the day first takes us to Pig's Peak, before we take the lesser trodden back roads back to the Bulembu border post, skirt the Songimvelo Nature Reserve, and then head straight through the mountains from Badplaas to Ngondwana to our overnight stop in the quaint little village of Kaapschehoop. After our fuel stop, we head to our planned back road, only to find it clogged up with construction vehicles and earth-moving equipment, doing the groundwork for some huge site just outside of town. It seems like the first part between the quarry and construction site is going to keep us a little busier than expected. We eventually pass the quarry. From here on in, it's going to be little tracks and forest views all the way to the border. The close riding inevitably leads to spurts of play racing on the quiet mountain tracks. As with all plantations, it's crucial to be mindful of the fact that these forests are continuously being worked by logging crews, so it's not unexpected to ride through a logging site on your way up the mountain.
In the mining town of Bulembu, we eventually join up with a tar track that we came in on a couple of days earlier, taking us all the way back to the border post. Without any hassles and in record time, we pass through both sides of the border and roll back into South Africa. We aim for the roadside viewpoint where Aubrey is waiting to rejoin the group for the last couple of days, heading back home. We turn off on the gravel road that runs alongside Songimvelo Provincial Nature Reserve. This road is one of the most scenic gravel roads in the country. But before we get ahead of ourselves, we mark it with a sticker and look for a suitable shady spot to enjoy refreshments and perform some minor mechanical checks.
First stop, back in the land where I'm taxed. Thank you, my green mamba. Quick beer. Then, lovely, lovely valley ride. Then, maybe a shebeen. And then, more forests to the town of Kaapschehoop, which has nothing to do with Cape Town or the Cape Province. It's fascinating, eh? Riding with 990s. Performance machines, ready to race. But when you stop for a beer, there's at least two with takeout spanners. At least two, every stop. Ready to race short distances.
The guys were really enjoying the scenery in the mountains, and once we saw a little sidetrack heading up a steep hill, they just couldn't resist. What a magical sight! With the mountains of the Songimvelo Reserve to our right and the peaks to our left marking the Eswatini border. The rest of the gravel road leads down past the abandoned diepgeset asbestos mine to the iconic Kumati River running along the valley floor. With the temperature picking up in the valley, the crew searched the nearby villages for some refreshments. And after some intensive searching, deliberation and random pointing, Adrian eventually hit the spot. We quickly realize that we're not the only people seeking refuge from the heat in this establishment.
First in Soul mine. You saw it? Yeah. My mother and my father used to work there. They died because of asbestos. So I'm there. So now we are changing the asbestos line and putting the plastic ones.
With the midday heat picking up, we decide to head out of the village along the tar road to the town of Badplaas, where the gravel tracks running through the shady forests were waiting for us. The road heading from the Kaapschehoop Dam directly to Ngondwana runs alongside mining sites and through working plantations. It does carry some traffic to be mindful of, but is generally rather quiet through the week, with only the odd plantation truck carrying logs or personnel to and from the mills.
Ag nie alweer drink nie.
In the plantation between the Kaapschehoop Dam and Ngondwana lies a nice ride. Beautiful road, public road, going through private properties, not allowed to stray. We've strayed a little. Look at that. How can you not stray? Hey, don't stray with me. Stray kry nie. Daar is waterfowl. Ja, stray. Kry.
The afternoon was creeping up on us, and we all agreed that we had to put in a hard couple of hours ride until we reach our overnight stop in the town of Kaapschehoop. Luckily, the great road conditions and matching scenery made it a pleasure to ride. But Murphy always strikes when you least expect him to.
Ja, hy's ook nie heel pap nie.
Bombervideo's. Wat daai?
Kan nie iets sien nie.
Dis sleg.
The rest of us streaked ahead, chasing down the sunset. Our two tire fixers eventually managed to catch up with the group for a short while. Until they stopped again, this time for a photo opportunity. Adrian also had stuff to do along the way, like overshooting a turn, almost sticking his head up his own arse. True to his style, this little brown patch moment did little to slow him down. Quite the opposite. There's one sure way to get the monkey off your back, and that requires even more commitment. The rest of the group followed his example, drastically slashing our commuting time through the forests, arriving in Kaapschehoop just before sunset.
It's a nice place. Lovely little town, Kaapschehoop. Nachtkantoor, a favourite haunt with personality and honesty, like that. Before we put our bags away at the guest house, let's just breathe for 5 minutes to 5 hours. Let's just take a breather.
Our extended breather eventually had us visiting various social spots in town, with some of us still wearing our full riding gear till the early hours of the morning.
Pierre.
Koffie.
Dankie.
What a lekker morning, eh? Look at this misty, beautiful Kaapschehoop. You know what I think? I think we should use this place more often, the town itself. You know, you can stay here for 2-3 nights and ride the most incredible tracks and routes. Yeah, on the Scarp, down the hill, Barberton. You can do a Swazi day trip if you have to. You can ride everything up the escarpment all the way to Sabi and back. You can do everything to the Kruger fence and back. You can ride Machadodorp, the Highlands, Dalstrom and back. And this is what? From Gauteng, 2.5 hours, 3 hours ride? Today we head back to Gauteng. This is the last riding day of the tour. It's very contrary to our character. We've done so much gravel and tracks and gnarly stuff. Today we're going to do touring, adventure touring. I know, I have a fanny pack and I've done my nails. We are doing adventure touring. I think we have to do a bit of a historical thing, seeing as we're here, just to balance the history and the heritage out, because it's Heritage Week this week. I don't know when you're watching this, but in South Africa this week is actually Heritage Week. Just after Pilgrim's Rest, Kaapschehoop started. Also Gold Rush, but there wasn't as much gold here as just around down the hill, the Sheba Ridge at the bottom near Barberton. One of the richest ridges on the planet. That heritage, the local heritage of the local First People, conflicts that erupted here because of gold. Let's be honest, colonization, and then we're also going to have a look at a big monument for the voortrekkers. Hopefully, let's do an adventure tour. Touring. I'm going to ratchet strap one of these couches to my bike so I can just sit tour like a goma. It's basically like 1300.
The conversations at breakfast mainly revolved around the speed limit and the policing of it.
Hoe vinnig moet 'n mens ry om toegesluit te raak?
Enigiets bo 150 kan jy toesluit.
Gelukkig het ons mos nog nie daar gekom.
Nee, glad nie. There was a slight unease in the air around the breakfast table as the guys started worrying about the tar road traffic, speed limits, cops, and monotony of doing at least 200 kilometers on the boring straight highway. Leaving Kaapschehoop in the morning mist made for a welcome distraction from the daunting tar road slog that lay ahead. Today, we take the N4 highway home, with a few heritage stops along the way. As fate would have it, the guys passed their first batch of traffic officers the moment they got onto the freeway, and they were only slightly above the speed limit. Their fears started fading slowly but surely, and they became more relaxed with every kilometer. And before long, we arrived at our first touristy stop for the day. The Blaubushkraal stone ruins forms part of the larger original Bokoni complex, stretching for more than 10,000 square kilometers between Oorigstad and Carolina. The Bokoni were the most advanced agricultural tribe of their time, with extensive roads and vast agricultural terraces built across the Mpumalanga escarpment from as long ago as the 16th century. That made them one of the most advanced and richest tribes in southern Africa, with the biggest settlement measuring 5 kilometers from side to side. The influx of militarized states like the Zulu and Swazi in the 1820s led to the decimation of the peaceful Bokoni people, with history only remembering the victors. This explains the current lack of general awareness of the Bokoni's place in South African history, and the persistent neglect of these marvelous archaeological sites spread throughout this part of the Mpumalanga province. We were on the road again, crossing this magical land of milk, honey, and blood, to our next stop almost 150 kilometers away. Our next stop is one that we visited before, but it can't be ignored if we're looking back at the violent events that forged our country into what it is today. Less than a century after the Bokoni bent the knee, English colonialism attempted to do the same to the Boer and indigenous population during the South African War with a scorched earth policy and mass incarceration of women and children in deadly concentration camps.
Dogtertjie.
Ja, dit is erg.
Somewhat unsettled by the day's sights, the group gathered around a table at the neighboring pub and planned our route for the next section of the day. We decided to push on towards Pretoria and one of the most evocative monuments in the capital. You can't grasp the full tapestry of our troubled past about a century ago if you haven't considered this monument to the Boer settlers.
So today we started with the Bokoni tribe and the ruins. Then we went to the Anglo-Boer War, which was the English and Afrikaans influence in Africa, and now here we are at the Afrikaans influence in Africa, which is the Voortrekker Monument. Did you graduate today? Yes. May I congratulate you? Yes. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. What did you get today? Paralegal.
Yes.
Perfect. Well done. Congratulations.
This moment sets the tone for the rest of my day, with this African family coming to a European settlers' monument to take photographs of their son's greatest achievement. Never stereotype, categorize, or compartmentalize anyone in South Africa at first glance. In spite of our troubled past, its people will astound you, sometimes scare you, inspire you, and when you least expect it, their quirky individualism will make you smile from ear to ear.
onder die bruidbak koers. So daar disappear die ijstrek, maar daar is hulle saam met.
Dis hoog dan hoor.
Dis hoog ja.
You think of the amount of lives on this stone. Black, white, European origin, African origin. The lives that it's holding this down to the ground. And it just continues.
Get daai papier hier somewhere.
Oh. Ja, maar dit is reg, ek gaan help.
Is dit reg?
Ja, is reg.
Dankie my broer.
Topo.
Mooi bly.
I'm suddenly filled with hope and gratitude. Despite the history of violence we witness today, maybe it's because of it. It's a dreadful history that leaves no other option for us but to take care of each other. Like the type of instinctive care a random street vendor shows for a biker standing while riding. Maybe there's still light at the end of the tunnel, and all we have to do is stick together and trust each other on our way home, like adventure riders do. Maybe then everything else will fall in place, and each of us can make peace with our own personal past.
My maat, wat sê jy? Gaan dit goed? Lekker om jou te sien. Hallo moeder.
Maar
And that's it. That's the end of a rather dusty trip. Friends in unfamiliar places. Become people you can trust your life and trust your life to. It's just once again one of those affirmations that the guys you ride adventure bike with are the people that you can trust. And we have lots of trust in our lives. I trust my bank manager. I trust the king. When it comes to the trust between men that ride adventure bikes or women, it's something deeper. If we've been in a position where you saved my life once or twice, that means more than the everyday life. And then you mean more to me. I mean a lot to me.
Thank you for sharing the Slowveld Tour series with us. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. Ride safely on your next adventure and always stay open to unique experiences, challenges, and new worlds. Till next time, keep the rubber side at the bottom. This episode was supported by Insta360, Cameras, and Liat.